I'm hyped. The crowd is hyped, man. I'm back with another story time video. I'm sorry for missing the upload yesterday, but man, I had a lot on my plate. But I'm gonna pay you back with the story time. This story time is actually a very interesting story time. We actually have this kid in our high school, in our middle schools, not elementary, because they're not really tech savvy at the elementary schools, because you know they barely get the internet because parents are terrified of their child finding pornography on the internet. We all have this kid in our school though. He's the hacker who runs around saying, "I'm gonna hack you or else." Man, I got that so wrong. He basically goes around saying, "I'm gonna hack you if you don't do this for me or do that for me. If you keep talking about me, I'm gonna hack you." All right, so basically this kid, he was in like my middle school. This happened in middle school. This kid actually hacked this girl's phone and got her news and posted them online on a Facebook thread or something. I forgot the name of it, Facebook page or Facebook group. It was a Facebook group, I believe. And he never got caught for it. No one ever came forward. They were too terrified of this kid to actually turn him in. All right, so the setting for this story takes place in health class. Every time you don't dress up in health class, they mark you down a grade. That's so stupid. Like, we're middle schoolers. We wear sweatpants and everything all day long. We wear our gym clothes to school, so why do we have to change? A lot of kids are bullied, so how come the fat kid has to go in the dressing room and change? So basically the grade average was like a C in that class. No one had an A, no one had a B, because no one ever brought their gym clothes. These are the most corrupt classes of all time. They have too much power. It's a gym class. Come on, get out of here with all that. "I'm gonna write you up if you don't bring your gym clothes and give you a detention." Go ahead and give me a detention. I'm not going to it. This kid who always sat next to me, he sat in the gym spot right next to me. You know they gave us assigned seats in gym class. Like, you gotta go sit at your spot. The dot, the tape on the floor with a number on it. Schools are like prisons pretty much. They gave you a number. You were like a cell number basically. So this kid was talking about how he never brought his gym clothes in this low grade in the class. He had an F in this class. Yes, a straight F, man. I had like a B in that class. No, I'm lying. I had a C. He's telling me how he has an F in the class and how he's going to change his grades. Yes, he's actually going to change his grades, and I believe them. I believe this kid. I was like, change mine while you're at it in a joking way. I could have went down for this actually. Every time after gym class, the gym teacher, he goes to his room, and it's in the boys' locker room. His office is right in the boys' locker room. He has his computer set up and everything. Every time after gym, it was lunchtime after gym, and he was nowhere near that computer. No one was in the locker room or anything. So this kid had a chance to change his grades. All right, so one day this kid said, "This is the day. I'm going to change my grades today. I'm not taking this F. I'm not taking this L." I don't blame him, man. That gym teacher was a dickhead. Let's call him Mr. Dickhead. All right, so finally gym class ends after we run suicides. Yes, we were running suicides. Do you know what the pacer test is? That's the worst test of all time. I'm surprised kids don't throw up and fall out every time they take that test. They're gonna be responsible for giving a fat kid a heart attack, and I'm just gonna sue the school. Well, I'm not gonna sue the school, but their parents are gonna sue the school. After class, this kid just stalls in the locker room. I don't think anything of it. I had to lunch. He's still in the locker room. The gym teacher leaves, and apparently he actually changed his grades. All right, so this kid finally comes to lunch. He finds me, and the first thing he says is that I got a B in gym now. Like, if you're gonna hack a computer, at least make yourself get an A+ or something, or just a grade above it so they won't find out. But if you're gonna take it extreme, give yourself an A. Go all out, go big or go home. So I'm like, yeah, right, you did not change those grades. And he was like, "I gave you an A." Yes, he gave me an A. Why would you give me an A? I had a C in that class and you jumped it up to an A. So the first person they're gonna come and talk to is me. Like, he set me up for real. He was really trying to set me up and make it look like I changed the grades. And he put, man, that was, ooh, I hate this kid to this day. All right, so the next day, I get called down to the office. The gym teacher is sitting in the office chair too, right next to the 8th grade principal, because I was in 8th grade at this time. He says, "You have some explaining to do." I'm like, "What? What? Like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about." He said, "How did you get an A in my class when you had a C? You are a C student." Yes, he called me a C student because, man, I was not paying attention to any class at this point. School was so boring to me. I was clocked out in my head. So basically the principal, he pulls up like the logs, system logs, whatever. It shows you everything that happened in the system. Yes, the gym teacher was like, "I was at lunch at this time, so there's no way that I made these changes. Someone made these changes." And I basically told the dude to check the camera, and pretty much went in the office. He checked the cameras with the principal. They're checking the cameras. They're looking. Oh man, they used to stalk everybody on these cameras. I hate these cameras with a passion to these days. I hate cameras, but I love this camera though. It's a phone. Finally come out the office. They're like, "Okay, you were at lunch, but do you have an idea of who did it?" I'm like, no. See, they say I'm free to go back to class. So I go back to class, and the next thing you know, the other kid was in the office, I guess, and then like the rumors circulated around the whole school. Everyone knew that this kid was in trouble. The police even came. I don't know if they arrested this kid, but I know he got expelled and he never came back to the school again. I think he got put in an alternative school probably, but I have no idea. But I never seen that kid again. In high school, I never seen that kid. I haven't seen that kid to this day. To all you high schoolers watching this, you only got 4 years, then you'll be free like me. Be free and spread your rings on some J. Cole stuff. But I am out, people, and Vision we trust. Stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for 300 subscribers, man. Y'all are the best. Vision gang.
My chain got beef with the other one. My chain got beef with the other one. DJ Khaled got another one. I'm 2 chains with that third thing, and I rub my hands like I'm Birdman, cause my chain got beef with the other one. My chain got beef with the other one. DJ Khaled got another one. My chain got beef with the other one. DJ Khaled got another one. DJ Khaled got another one.